Welcome to episode 63 of Chumps to Champions. Today is a massive day for Chumps with City because we're taking on Premier League Crystal Palace in the FA Cup 5th round. If you watched the last episode, you'll know I managed to scrape through against Cambridge United via a replay in the 4th round to get through to this stage. Amazing achievement for the club. I'm not sure how Crystal Palace are getting on this season. We'll have a quick look, see how they're doing in the Premier League. They're actually in the relegation zone with Frank Lampard in charge of the team. Let's just have a quick look at the club to see the sort of players I'll be facing. Alex Smithies in goal. Ryan Bennett's in the team. Obviously there'll be a lot of regens in there. Enzon Z, Jay Rodriguez, Matt Jarvis, Berahino, Jeff Hendrick. Some of the names you'll recognise. Mason Bennett and Jordan Rhodes up front. He's obviously a clinical player on Football Manager. Always seems to score so many goals. So it's going to be a tough game despite the fact they are in the relegation zone and struggling this season. They're only 1 point outside the relegation zone, to be fair. Forest really struggling actually. Man City top and QPR second in the Premier League at the moment. What's going on there? I haven't had a look at some of the other teams lately, but in the Premier League. But wow, this is their key players. Canadian Victor Navarro, 27 goals in 39 games for Canada. Looked good. So there we go. QPR having a very good season in the Premier League. So since the last video, I've only played 2 games and we're still unbeaten. We've been unbeaten since that defeat against Preston. So we're unbeaten in 2021 at the moment. Now this was unlucky. 2-2 draw against Portsmouth. They scored in the 93rd minute, literally the last kick of the game. And they'd just had a player sent off as well. So a very frustrating way to finish that game. Conceding that goal. Portsmouth before the season started were favourites to go up, but they're sort of struggling in mid-table, not too far behind us. But really positive sign was my new signing Christos Fotu, the Cyprus guy, scoring 2 goals in that game. So that was really pleasing. Unfortunately didn't have a very good game against Scunthorpe, but we did come away with the win, beating them 1-0 thanks to Harry Hickford goal. And I actually played Paul Mitchell in central midfield. He got a 7.1 average rating. Very pleased with that, considering he cannot play in central midfield at all. He's a striker or an attacking midfielder. Attacking midfield is sort of his favoured position now, I think. He's equally natural at attacking midfield and striker. But I'm actually going to train him up. I've already done it. I'm going to train him up as a central midfielder or attacking playmaker in particular, because he's got quite good attributes for some of those. For example, first touch, dribbling as well if you're good at on attacking. If we just have a quick look, attacking. He's got the dribbling, he's good first touch, good passing, well, okay first touch, good passing 12, technique 10, anticipation is not so good. Composure, decisions, flair, off the ball, teamwork, vision, all very good. Good physicals as well, which isn't necessarily important for midfield. But let's see how he does. I'm going to be playing him in central midfield a bit more from now on because I've got a lot of strikers to choose from, remember. And I'm going to see how he does in that position. And remember, he's only on loan from Reading, but his contract is only another year. So I don't know if they'd be willing to sell him or loan him back to me again, depending on where I finish this season. We'll see. See how it goes. Anyway, let's get on with this match. Right then, so this is the team I'm going with. I'm playing Mitchell in midfield again, see how he does against Crystal Palace. Does mean Doolan's up front, especially as Foto is, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Fotio, let's go with that, Fotio, who is cup-tied, ineligible, as is Robert Murphy. He's played 1 game, didn't play very well, so I'm probably going to be playing Faulkner mainly. And Craig Alcock is also cup-tied or ineligible. So the team I'm going with, Lovelock in goal, Clausen, Hickford, Main, Harris, back 4, Koulibaly, Mitchell, Nagy, Faulkner, Stewart and Doolan. The bench, Boyd, O'Howard, Muggleton, JB, Hoey, Riley and Reese. Hoey's just come back from injury, so he's going to be trying to get some match fitness, maybe coming off the bench. Lots of players are out on loan now. Holland, Symington, Elsden, Kate, LD, Stevenson and Joe Allen, all out on loan. I think a couple of my youngsters in the under-21s are also out on loan. So I'm trying to make the most of the end of this sort of season, getting people out on loan and getting some game time ahead of next season. So I don't have a huge number of players to actually pick from to go on the bench now. Obviously you can see there, my first team squad was massive this season, but I think it's important to give them some game time. Rightio, I've submitted the team. Maybe playing Mitchell in midfield is a bit too adventurous because obviously he's a very attacking player. But I want to see how he does against this sort of opposition. They've got Rhodes up front, who's obviously going to probably cause carnage, and we're going to get thrashed, and he's going to score multiple goals. I wouldn't be surprised anyway. But let's mark him. And I'm going to change the tactics a bit because it's currently on attacking. So that's probably a bit suicidal. So I'm actually going to just go standard fluid because that tends to work well for me and just calms things down. Okay, let's start the match. Come on, guys, please. We have to try and take advantage of their position in terms of they're in the relegation zone in the Premier League. They're not exactly on top of the world. So unlucky. Lovelock makes the first save from the free kick. Then it's an amazing save from Rhodes. And on the third attempt, it's stuck in the back of the net by Mina. First one he sort of parried away. The second one is unbelievable, and he couldn't quite reach the third one, despite his best efforts. 1-0 down after 7 minutes, not looking good. Although now it's 35 minutes, and we haven't conceded another goal. We've got an injury, Dennis Main's injured. Phew, we survive. Dennis Main's going to have to come off for O'Hauge, who I dropped after having a rather poor first few games of the season. So hopefully he doesn't let me down today. It's all Crystal Palace at the moment. We might have to go attacking and just go for this. But it's 2-0. Williams scores. I suppose this was inevitable. We're playing Premier League opposition who we've never faced before. Don't really know how to set my team up against them. And they're comfortable, aren't they? Hickford's on a 5.8, not having a good game at all. What should we say? I mean, it's not been good enough. So I'm actually going to say show me something else in the second half. Doolan's not doing anything up front. Mitchell's actually on a 6.8 in midfield. That's joint best performance. So I'm going to keep him up there. I'm going to put Nick Riley up front with the pace. And Cameron Stewart's not doing anything, is he? We're going to go attacking. We're going to go route one over the top. Pump ball into box, exploit the flanks. Let's just go for this and see what we can do. In fact, I've had it on stay on feet recently because it's worked well. But I'm going to get stuck into this team, try and hassle them, and at least get some sort of consolation goal. We've only had 2 shots all game, which is disappointing, but it does look like we're going to be crashing out the FA Cup, guys. It was, I suppose, 5th round, amazing achievement. It was going to, Rhodes makes it 3. We're going to lose, weren't we? Especially when coming up against Premier League opposition. But it's been a little bit disappointing to get defeated this badly. And it could be more. Koulibaly's injured as well, which isn't good. Move Nagy into midfield, and I'm going to bring Nick Hoey into the team. Ian Reese is the fit guy who's been playing well, but I want Nick Hoey to get some match fitness. So he's going to come on. And there we go. Okay. Half an hour to go. 3-0 down. Not much hope of any change in this game, but let's put it on attacking and try and get a goal. This could be 4. It is 4. Milanov with the goal. Bit depressing, and hopefully this doesn't affect our confidence too much. Because if this was to have an impact on the league performance, that would be really annoying. Hickford's on a 5.2. He's had a dreadful game. It doesn't look like we're going to get a consolation goal. Apparently we've had 6 shots, but we haven't seen any. Here goes Riley, though. Nope. Mitchell, Stewart, can he put a ball in? Oh, it's an own goal, I think. Oh, it's a goal for Cameron Stewart. It must have been going in. He hit it with sort of a flat cross, I think. Let's look at this. Really tight angle. Yeah, quite a flat cross, and it's the keeper's just made a right hash of it, and it's gone in. But it is his goal because it was going in. It's not an own goal. We've got a consolation goal. Cameron Stewart with the goal. Fantastic stuff. Well, that's pleasing. We may have lost 4-1 or possibly even more by the end of the match, but still we got a goal. A fluky goal, but I'm happy with that. Maybe we can get another. Alex Smithies. What a mistake. Make another one, please. Or another 3, preferably. Here goes O'Hauge. Into Mitchell. Into Faulkner. Can we get another goal? Stewart gets another. He scored 2 against Cambridge, didn't he? And now he's scored 2 against Palace, and it's 4-2. We might as well just go for this, guys, and go overload. That was a lovely goal as well. Well worked. Naji's injured. Oh dear. Picked up 2 injuries in this game. That could be a blow, especially as I've got players out on loan that maybe we need because of those injuries. We'll see how bad they are. 4-2 defeat. Not so bad in the end. 2 consolation goals. I'm going to say we were underdogs out there and you gave it your best. Good effort, lads. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a nice thing to say. So I'm going to play the game against Wolves as long as it's not, the match isn't suspended or postponed or whatever, because we've got a bit of catching up to do in terms of games. We've actually got 2 games in hand over certain teams. We're 7 points off the playoffs, but obviously winning those 2 games in hand does give us a real chance of getting into the playoffs. Koulibaly's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Dennis Main's out for 5 to 7 days. I forgot about his injury. I think Naji's okay, which is good. Oh. Right, let's do this press conference. In fact, I'm just going to send this in. I can't be bothered. So yeah, let's go and play this Wolves game in this episode as well. So we've broken the attendance record with that game against Crystal Palace. 5,000 fans, that's our capacity, I do believe. So that's beating the previous record against West Brom, who are Championship side at the time when I played them earlier this season. And a new gate receipt as well, a record, 150k. We get 75k, I think, because don't each couple it half each in the FA Cup, something like that anyway. He can go back on loan. So yeah, brilliant. So let's just have a quick look at the finances. Actually, it's very, very good at the moment. Actually, look at 394k in the bank, I think, or £539,999 balance apparently. So we must have made quite a bit of money from the FA Cup. TV revenue, we made £144,000 last month from the FA Cup. And gate receipts, prize money, gate receipts will be included in all of that, won't it? So it's been very good financial year for us, getting through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. We may have got defeated by Crystal Palace, but still a very pleasing season so far. And now we can concentrate on trying to get into the League One playoffs, which would be an amazing achievement, and it's definitely doable. We've only lost 5 games all season. That's 2 less than the next best team, if you know what I mean there. So a lot of teams to overtake, but if we can keep getting points and trying to convert draws into wins, we can do this. Let's do this. So it's time to play one of our games in hand, home to Wolves, who are 4th in the league. So this is going to be a tough game. Photo's back. Obviously he's not ineligible for the league, so it's going to be good to see him play. You get to see him play for the first time up front. He is a really good player, looking at him. He's got good, striking attributes all round. If we look at him as an advanced forward, he looks good. He's got good physical attributes as well. He's pacey and relatively strong, and he should be a good player for us. He's had 1 very good game, scoring twice against Portsmouth, and 1 pretty poor game, unable to score against Scunthorpe. Let's see what he can do though. Mitchell, I'm going to stick with him in central midfield alongside Reece today. Naji drops back to defensive midfield because Koulibaly is injured. Alcock is back at right back. Dennis Main's injured, so in comes Al Houj for his first start in a long, long time. Let's do this, come on. Let's get underway then and try and be Wolverhampton Wanderers. One of the favourites to go up, as you would imagine. Huge team in this division. Currently, Sheffield Wednesday are top of the table, 58 points. We're 14 points behind them. But remember, we're only 7 points off the playoff places with 2 games in hand. One of them is today, though. We've been mid-table for ages now, mainly because obviously we've been playing catch-up in terms of games. We've been playing in the FA Cup, and that's resulted in us being a bit behind. But let's try and get some revenge over Wolves. They beat us previously. And Bob Harris 84%, I've only just noticed. Anyway, he's going to stay. I've got Muggleton on the bench if need be. Don't really have any defensive options other than him because everyone else is a loan player, and I've got the maximum number of loans on the pitch already. So it's been a bit difficult to juggle the team around. I probably shouldn't have let so many players go out on loan. Players like Simonton probably would have been useful to keep hold of because he's versatile, but he was unhappy. He wanted to go and get some game time. And I will be releasing him at the end of the season probably. Like I said previously. Oh, we've won a penalty. JB. I'll probably leave it up to you guys whether I should keep JB. Anyway, penalty. Who's going to take it actually? Let's have a look. Is it Nagy? Let's see. It is Nagy. Up he steps and he scores straight down the middle. 1-0. Good start to the game. Going attacking fluid in this game. And hopefully we will see, we'll reap the rewards. Here goes Nagy straight down. Yeah, good goal. Good penalty. Roof of the net. Okay. Oh, come on, I really need a win to try and get up there with the playoff boys. But here go Wolves with a free kick. Knocked in. Oh, can we break? Stewart. Bursting down the right. Needs to play it in though. He's in a tight corner now, but he does well. Into Nagy. Reese tackled. Mitchell. Nagy. Reese again. I think that's well offside for Fotio. It is. Why was he standing so far offside? It was quite obvious he was offside. Anyway, we're 1-0 up at half time, which is pleasing. We just need to keep this up now. Keep it up. Oh, they've not really wrapped it there. I'm going to say the same thing to Fotio. You weren't that bad, but you can improve. Yeah, let's just keep it like this. I'll regret it if I go counter or standard and then we concede straight away. So let's just keep it attacking for now. Try and get another goal, then we can try and just calm it down a bit. But we need to get that safety net. I tend to find if I can get a 2-goal lead, then it's okay to calm it down. If you're only 1-0 up, you get punished for it. Can we break here? No, we can't. Here go Wolves. We might get punished anyway for being attacking, but I think it's a risk worth taking, just leaving it on attacking. Here they go. Wolves are going to play it through here. This isn't looking good. They've equalised. Is it going to be another draw today? I wouldn't be surprised. I swear I've been 13th for ages. Technically, it's just bottom. It's actually bottom half of the table, isn't it? We're just over the halfway mark in 13th. Mitchell's tired, so I'm going to bring him off. And I'm going to bring on Hoey. And Reese is going to... Actually, I'm going to leave Hoey in attack and playmaker, see how it does there. Bob Harris is very tired. And I'm going to bring on Muggleton. Hasn't played for the last few games, but Harris is very tired. And you know with Muggleton, he could produce a long throw, key pass thing that creates a goal. So, yeah, we'll bring him on and see what he can do. Faulkner's not playing very well today. I think I'll bring on Riley. Cameron Stewart can go to left wing and Riley can go to right wing. Let's see if we can grab a winner. Please, guys, come on. I suppose 1 point is still okay. Would be 6 points off the playoffs. Rochdale in 6th place. But with a game in hand, so if we won that, would be 3 points within. And, you know, anything can happen. Here we go, Stewart. Keep hold of the ball. That's the key here. What was that? Why is he shot from there? It's just a waste of an effort. He's on a 6.4 today. Not had a very good game. And it looks like it's going to be a draw here unless something happens in the last 30 seconds. I sincerely hope we don't concede. Here go Wolves though. Possession for them. Maybe one more chance for them. Uh-oh. Not another last minute goal. Tackle him. Please. Please tackle him. 7 tackle. Oh, great tackle, Hoey. Play it over the top. And that's it. That's the end. A 1-1 draw. On paper, that is a good result against Wolves in 4th place, but we needed a win to try and catch up with the playoffs. We were unlucky. We weren't quite good enough, I guess, today, but why do we draw so many games? My tactic obviously is relatively solid because I've drawn 15 games this season. It's ridiculous. We've only won 10 games, but then again, we've only lost 5. And it is frustrating. We're 6 points off the playoffs, but how many times have I said this? I've said, oh, if we win our game in hand, we'll be close. And I've said that every single time, and I'm just drawing too many games. We've been 13th around this sort of position for a while. We were once in the playoffs, but very briefly in 6th place before dropping back down again. And now we're just mid-table, and it looks like it's going to be a mid-table season for us, I'm afraid. unless I've been tweaking it as we're going along, the tactic, and it's been getting a little bit better. But those draws are just ridiculous. The only defeat of 2021 so far is that game against Palace, but we're unbeaten in the league since the 28th of December. Next few games then. Yeovil in 14th, another mid-table team. We need to be beating them. Notts County, we have to beat them, they're 23rd. Plymouth 20th, we have to beat them. Luton 5th, that's going to be tough. Bradford 10th. The next video I think will probably be Colchester, sort of an Essex derby, and we'll play Colchester and Crewe, and then I'll do another video at the end. So there'll be 2 more videos this season. So episode 64 and 65 will be the last 2 episodes of the League One season. Wish me luck for the next few games. Please hit that like button if you're still enjoying the series. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.